It's dreary and miserable throughout much of the Midwest, but don't fear, we've got football to perk up our spirits as we join you from Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. To throw, it's Lance. Flushed out right. And right away, he lost the football.
Looks like a running back going through the line. Quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time. Wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So they recover their own fumble. Now they face 3rd and short. The Lance going to throw. That is caught. And he's going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So opening drive, 3rd down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out because everyone throws it on 3rd down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Lance. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Albert Okuwebunam, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. You talk about this Bengals defense. They were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going up top for Kupp. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals are going to take over here up near the 40.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
Here we go.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
11 MT.
Now Burrow to throw on second down. This one caught downfield by Higgins. A big play there for Cincinnati. 44 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They go play action with Burrow. Catch is made here by Herb Smith Jr. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
On 2. 11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11. 12, 12, 12. Stop.
Now it's Burrow. This is caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that 1st down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
What are you doing? Were they even paying attention?
So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. McPherson's kick is good, and the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. So pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
Yeah, they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there the last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Now a handoff up the middle. Glover. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing. Because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. And back deep, Daxton Hill. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Now Hill to return it. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
On 2, right?
Here's 2nd and 10.
11, Thomas.
Burrow will throw. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Nick Bosa showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
On 1, ready?
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down.
11 mighty, 11 mighty, 11, 11. 11 MT, 11 MT. 11, 11, 11, 11. Stop.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
The Bengals bring out their punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Ready. Hey, go Fury. Set.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Glover, and he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Glover trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And I think that's going to go down as no gain, but that doesn't seem fair for the effort that was presented on that play. That should go down as a loss. I know, I'm a defensive guy, but you got to like the play that was made.
He made a lot of those plays last week. He was AFC Defensive Player of the Week, picking up where he left off. Throwing his lance on 3rd down. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Ready, break. Ready.
Lance now on 1st down. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Ready.
Play action. Now it's Lance.
Escaping the pressure right.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big third down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
On first down, it's Glover. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Pierce now up the middle. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Damian Pierce, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
11.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Here we go.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Now it's Burrow. Now the Niners get there and bring him down. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down. And, partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything. Nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
Now 3rd down and 7.
12.
Now Burrow. Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Watch out now. 50 carries. You don't move.
Off of play action, here's Lance. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Ready?
Up the middle they go. Glover. And not much running room. Down to the 32. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods. because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
Jake Moody now on for the field goal. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And this one is right down the middle. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
On one, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They got to take care of business first.
33 yards that time.
Despite writing it down in my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Here we go.
2nd and 5.
11, Thomas. Back.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
12, 12, 12.
And they come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward. And he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
11, 11, 11.
34-yard line.
Burrow looking to pass. This is Smith to the ground. For a Cincinnati score. Herb Smith Jr., his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Evan McPherson for the extra point. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25.
Ready.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Glover, and he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Throwing now is Lance. Steps away to his left. He'll get that complete to Albert O. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 7 yards there and a first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Throwing on first down is Lance.
Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Looking left side, and it's complete. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
First down, San Francisco.
On the ready. Black shot. Ready.
Now Lance again.
Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They have their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Out of the end zone comes Spencer. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
Gun.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. As they begin their second half here, Charles, offensively, not where they want to be, obviously. They're losing in this ball game, but very much within striking distance. We'll see what adjustments they make in the second half.
Is that the old glass half full, half empty type of a deal? Which way do you want to look at it? Because you're right, they're down on the scoreboard, but they're definitely opportunities now, because if they want to go ahead and get going in this one, get back to the running game. I think there are going to be some places to go with it, and I think the offensive line will appreciate the chance to fire out and hit people.
That's a good point, because they virtually had nothing going in the ground game in that first half. 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on a sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
11 Thomas.
Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Nick Bosa picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And you get the feeling, Charles, yeah, he's got the 2 sacks now, but he may get more here. We still got a quarter and then some to go.
And the way that he is playing this game, it reminds me of one of the best golfers in the world who can use every club in the bag and make a great shot. That's what he's doing with his pass rush moves right now, showing a little bit of everything. They have no way of stopping him.
That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Here we go. Here we go. Fight. 97. Ready.
Lance now on first down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards on the play.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Now Lance throwing on second down. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. They'll run here with Pierce. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
If you're going to keep these guys out of the end zone, you've got to be able to commit to stopping the run. And that's a nice job there, getting the safeties involved in run support.
On the set.
Second and goal from inside the 5.
6. Mega. Blue stripe. Ready?
Now Lance. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
Lance now on third and goal. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. A nightmare on third and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him. And his kick is good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on fourth and goal anyway, but the sack on third down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
Out of the end zone comes, and all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
I'm wondering.
The Bengals drive about to get going. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Here we go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go. 11, 11, 11. 11 MT tight. 11 MT tight. Behind.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
11, 11, 11, 11.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Looking left sideline. It's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Jalen Phillips able to record his 5th sack of the season. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front and getting to them. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety.
Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4.
On 1, ready?
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. They'll drop to throw. That is incomplete. So, Charles, you look at this offense, and really on paper, at least, a great situation for them upcoming. They're unbeaten on the year, an open week coming up after this. So, I guess my question, any worry that maybe this is coming at the wrong time?
Oh, definitely I would be worried about this game, maybe more than any other on the schedule, because I know my guys are looking ahead to that open week. I've got to keep them focused on the task ahead, make sure they take care of business in this one. Otherwise, you're talking about a double trap. The trap of losing the game and then having the open week and having to stew about it.
11 MT tight. 11 MT tight.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The 4th and very long coming up. You're out of field goal range. I don't know that you can go for this.
Well, I know that you want to, right? You know that they want to say, hey, let's go for this. We've got the perfect play drawn up. Let's do it. But I wouldn't go for it either. I agree with you totally. You're only down 1 score. Punt it. Let your defense pick you up.
And off the crossbar, and it kicks back out. Needed maybe a foot or two, but it's no good as it stands. And the deficit will stay at 2 field goals. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone knows to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
Ready, set.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Lance. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
From the gun on third down, Lance. And that will be incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for second down.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Back to throw. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That goes for a gain of 31.
What my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that will bring up second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Here we go.
And this offense on third down today, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Burrow will throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
11 mighty.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Tyson Anderson there to get him down defensively.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
And he's brought down. He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a first down.
11.
Burrow going to keep it on the sneak. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Well, I think the effort was there, but sometimes the defense is just a little bit better. No gain on the quarterback sneak, no place to go.
Gun.
Second down, goal to go. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The headlinesman was right on it. I think they got that spot correct.
Yeah, and so many times officials catch so much grief because of things that may go wrong. You're exactly right. He was on the spot, marked it correctly. Let's see how this plays out from here.
Another fullback dive? I don't know that you go to that again.
No.
Here we go.
Fullbacks block. Running backs carry the football.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. But just a gigantic play here, both sides. This is 3rd and inches.
take him home. And he balls his way into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals are an extra point away from going back on top here in the fourth. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do?
Important extra point up and through, and that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll start this drive out on the ground. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Here's 2nd down.
38. Ready.
They'll keep it on the ground. Glover. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this for about the 32.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
Lance looking to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the 49ers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. Here's Lance.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
On 2nd down, it's Glover. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter.
Okay, ready?
Here's 1st and 10. Now Lance. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be...
Oh, Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Lance back to throw.
Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25.
Huge play there. Now, do you use that timeout or try to hustle it up?
And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
This offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here 1st down.
Escaping the pressure right. And he
clock had run awfully low. Now, obviously, no hesitation. Bring out the field goal unit. Try to win it.
And no one happier about that clock stopping than the field goal unit. Now they can take their time, get set, and try and execute what they need for the game-winning field goal.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So it all comes down to the right foot of Jake Moody. Footing obviously an issue in the driving rain. This one for the win. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year. But he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
On one, ready?
This is 1st and 10.
11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11. Stop.
A final shot now for Burrow. He's going to let it fly. This ball intercepted. And the Niners are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere.